very early. So, do anyone here had their breakfast yet? No. Allah is here. Alright, it's okay. That's life. So let's we dive and shift our gears in HR and also learn what is the practices among Tesla, BYD and also Proton. But first, let us get to know each other. Alright, shall we? Yeah. So my name is Mohamad Haidhar Arief with my mentor number 2323-217.
My name is Bisyrul Hafi with mentor number 232 and 9907.
And my name is Mohamad Aziq. You can call me Aziq. And my mentor number is 2325705.
And lastly, my name is Mohamad Firdaus and my number is 2325099. Okay. First,
First, I want to ask, do anyone here is a car enthusiast? No. Don't pick me. Anyone else? No. No. Allah, that's good to be quite hard for our topics today. Because I want to ask you, have you heard about Proton EMAS? Yes. So do you know how many have sold up until now? How many model have been sold up until now? Don't know. Instead, despite of being the one and only local EV cars, we currently have been sold more than 2,700 cars. That's quite a big number. Alright, so next, let's move on to the introduction. I'll pass on to the Firdaus.
okay. Now, for the introduction, but before that, I want to ask, do you know what is the meaning of BYD? What? Good. That's right. Thank you for answer. Okay. First thing first, basically, we are more focusing on human resource HR practice in the automotive industry. So we're gonna tell you about cars and other in the automotive industry. And the second one, what we're gonna present to you, we want to present the comparison between Tesla, which is for Western company, BYD from China for non-Western company, and Proton from Malaysia. So basically, HR is not just hiring people. It is also about training, support, and also motivate the employers to get to work harder. Lastly, I think that each company have their unique and different HR practice based on their culture, value, goals, and also their country. So, what we gonna present to you, we want to explore some of interesting and also useful ideas that can improve HR practice in our country and also to improve the employees' quality standard for Malaysia. We move to the first agenda.
So guys, we move to the company background. So we have choose the three companies, which is the Tesla, BYD, and last one is the local is Proton. So who else know the Tesla? Can you ask that? Okay. So Tesla basically was founded in California, USA in 2003. So in 2003 until 2007, there was several individuals that hold that company, which is Martin Abraham and Mark Stephanie. So that time, the Elon Musk, also known as the current CEO of Tesla, was a chairman in that time. So Tesla is aimed to prove electric cars can be better than gasoline cars. So for the next is BYD, also mentioned in Firdaus that BYD stands for Reach Your Dreams. So the company was founded in 1995 in Shenzhen, China, and founded by Wang Chongfu. And he is also a chemist and also an entrepreneur. And before 2003, the BYD company sell or produce the battery technology, and after 2003, they start to selling the battery. Also, and one of the biggest achievement of the BYD is we know that black battery. So I'm pretty sure that you guys know the Proton, which is established in 1983, and you guys know that Proton is a Malaysian first national car maker and founded by leadership of Tun Mahathir. And the Proton also partner with Mitsubishi Motors to produce bus vehicles. So Proton gives a big impact in economic Malaysia. So we move to the product or services that the company serves. So we all know that BYD produce an EV cars and also a battery technology. So next is the Tesla. Tesla is a fully sell of electric vehicles, and currently they start to produce an AI and the robotics, and they also provide the services that we all know as the autopilot. And the last one is the Proton. The Proton is also a fully selling car, and I'm pretty sure that you guys don't know that Proton's service Proton PCPO, which is PCPO stand for Premium Certified Pre-Owned Program. And this program is to offer pre-owned Proton vehicles to customers. That's what I pass to Brother Aziq.
Okay. Next, first can I get your attention, please? In our presentation, we will highlight the human resources practiced in three automotive companies, which is namely BYD, Tesla, and Proton. Okay. Next, move to the first human resources. Next, move to the first human resources practices, which is benefit and rewards. First, I would like to ask you a question. Do you guys like to be rewarded or give?
Yes.
Okay. So the employees also like to be rewarded and benefits from the companies. So for the Tesla companies, they provide a comprehensive health coverage, which they provide health support like dental, surgery, or something else that relate to the family of the employees. Next is the final incentive, which is provide stock option which will affect the benefit, will affect the financial of the family or employers in a good condition. Next is BYD, which is provide a competitive compensation for the employee, which offer competitive salaries and benefits. Next is recognition program, which it is a employee achievements. Okay, next move to the third, which is Proton. They provide an award-winning HR practice, which recognize for award and career advancement, prioritize the all worker to be in the next to the next level. Okay, next is employee training. Move to the first, which is Tesla. Tesla has run the START program, is an intensive technical training initiative offered in partnership with community college. Next is continuous learning, which Tesla provide study support to the employees. Okay. Move to the second, which is BYD. It provide an extensive R&D investment, which is they heavily invest in R&D, research and development. And next is skill development. So they also invest in some program to improve their employees' skills. Next is Proton. The structure orientation which conduct a comprehensive orientation programs. And the last is focus on manufacturing skill, which like they explaining about the safety and operational efficiency before they start their work. Okay, next is work-life integration. So for Tesla, they provide a flexible work arrangements. That means every worker can arrange manually their work schedule and remote work option everywhere. Next, BYD is supporting work environment, which is they promote a balanced work culture which encourage employee well-being and satisfaction. And the last is employee well-being. Is Proton's HR strategies is aimed to balance business objective with employer well-being, fostering a harmonious environment. Next, I will pass to the next presenter, Brother Haidhar.
Thank you, Brother Aziq. Before I start, I feel like some of you are losing your focus. So let's ask the question. Alright, so before we move on to the comparison and analysis between these three companies, I want to ask you, what are the three HR practices that Brother Aziq mentioned? What's the first one? Benefits. What is the second one? Yes? Integration, the third one. Alright, so what's the second? So the second one is about training. So let's move on. So, being these three companies coming from a different background and also different cultures, different countries, they have their own training, benefits and also rewards. And lastly, the work-life integration. First, we're going to look at Tesla. For Tesla, they more focus on comprehensive and also innovative perks. Driven and also certification based, and lastly flexible and facility based well-being. These are the three HR practices that already mentioned by Brother Aziq before. We move on to BYD. With BYD, they more focus on monetary compensation and recognition, and also R&D innovation and young talent, and lastly supportive culture. Alright. So lastly for Proton. They focus more on career growth and recognition, safety and role-specific training, and also structured harmony and employee well-being. So if you can see from this slide, despite being the same HR practices, they have their own way of looking at the practice. Like Tesla, they're more towards that. Check it too. So let's move on to the Let's move on to the relevant theory related to HR practices. So after we analyze these three HR practices, we came out that the most relevant theory is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Any one of you have heard of this theory?
Yes.
No. Student tourism supposedly have to know this Maslow hierarchy because we learned it in our first sem. Alright, so basically the Maslow hierarchy of needs, it mentions about motivational theory. They have 5 levels, as you can see: psychological, safety, love and belonging, self-esteem, and also self-actualization. Basically, they want to say that before we get to self-actualization, we need to get to psychological needs first. Psychological needs such as basic survival, salary, rest, and also health. As we already know, there are 3 basic things that we need. What are they? 3 basic things that we need. Can anyone answer? What are 3 the most basic things that a human needs. Food. Yes? Yes? And lastly? Sleep. Alright. Thanks for that. So, like Brother Aziq already mentioned before, those three HR practices align with these Maslow hierarchy needs. First, for psychological, they serve the basic needs of survival, which is salary, rest, and also health. Move on to the next one, the safety feature, the safety services, which is job security, safe environment, and also the stability of your job. And let's move on to the third one, love and belonging. So these three companies, these three HR practices, they serve teamwork, workplace culture, and also connection. And next one, self-esteem. These three HR practices, they serve recognition, achievement, respect, and also responsibility. Lastly, we have the last one, the self-actualization, which is personal growth, potential, and also creativity. Which being said, these three companies practices these three HR practices. So by doing that, they already cover from the first level, from the very basic to the very complicated one, which is self-actualization. Alright, so I think that's all for me. I'll pass on to Brother Daus.
Okay, now we move to the recommendation. So recommendation, what we gonna talking about is what Malaysian company have to adopt from the Western company, like their culture and also their value. So the first one, I like to share the Malaysian company need to encourage open communication. Like BYD, like at Tesla, employees are free to share their ideas and give their feedback directly to the top leader. So this kind of open culture can help to improve the teamwork of the company. So the second one, we also suggest to provide training and promotion program to the employees in Malaysia. So following the BYD's example, they train their workers and give them a chance to grow in their company. So this can help to reduce the staff burden and also build a strong and loyal team. So the third recommendation that we propose is they need to offer performance-based reward, like Brother Aziq said, like voucher, money, and others. They can use bonus, recognition, or small stock option to boost their employees' motivation. And last but not least, the Western and the local company need to blend the global and also local HR practices. So why they have to blend? Because basically Tesla is more focused on innovation. BYD is more focused on values of teamwork, and Proton, they understand the local needs. So if Malaysian company can mix all the values and also the positive attitude, they can get a productive workplace. So it can make them stronger to be shine future. Okay. Last but not least, for the conclusion of our presentation just now, we have seen that HR practice is not one size fit all. Basically, they are shaped by the cultures, value, goals, and also the country itself. So, from the Tesla company, BYD company, and also Proton company, they show a different method, but basically, the HR strategy are different, but they are still effective for themselves. So we can take example from that. So for Malaysia, we need to focus more on communication, training, reward, and also employee growth in order to become stronger and also become more innovative and competitive in this industry. And last but not least, a mix of local and also international practice, HR practice, can build a more stronger company for their future. So I think that's all from us. So we move to Q&A session.
So do any of you have any question about our presentation just now? No.
Guys, you don't have, I will ask.
If you don't have, we will ask.
Ah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So since no one have any questions, so we will ask you the question.
So this
Alright, so I want to ask you, what are the three cars and three company that we mentioned? Proton. Alright. Alright. So with that,
So I want to ask, who is the originally CEO of Tesla? So this,
You don't have choice.
it's not in.
Okay. Next question. Do you guys know what factors or HR practices that can boost employees' motivation to come to work every day? Yes, that's true. Thank you for that. Okay.
So with that, come our end of presentation. Thank you.